My perspective on that, Mark, is that in the context of any kind of pushback, if we want to call it one, a lot of that is going at what are arguably subjective factors, right? It's, the inclusion, the belonging pieces of it, some of the raw representation numbers, which I guess are a little bit more objective. There has been no pushback on the equity piece. And in fact, I would argue that some of the quote unquote pushback has actually emphasized the equity piece in an attempt to say, hey, we're worried now that there's going to be situations where, men and or Caucasians are going to end up being paid less than they should. When the reality is pay equity laws they don't care really, right? They look at the different classifications, right, as equal pay based upon X number of classifications, and wherever you fall on that, whether you're a male or a female, whether it includes any kind of LGBTQ plus status, whether it includes race, gender, ethnicity, any of that, whatever is inclusive, right? The pay gap can be on either side, right? And it's a fairly objective process to get there. So I think one of the reasons there's been no pushback on the equity piece is because it is neutral on its face, right? Even though the reality is the pay gap, especially in the United States, but globally, really is a gender pay gap for the most part, right? As well as a minority pay gap, where it is very significant versus it falling on the other side.